Daniels in the conversation.
No.
Okay, just so you know, he has the same
Daniels in the conversation.
If Russell Wilson's in the conversation,
he was in the conversation.
Is Lamar Jackson in the conversation?
Of course Lamar
is Derrick Henry in the conversation?
Derrick Henry's in the conversation.
Okay,
it's a big conversation. It's a long conversation.
It's when you have, if you do a podcast called NFL MVP, it's like, now let's talk about Russ.
No,
how long is that podcast? 3 hours?
Is Joe Burrow in the conversation?
Yes, 100% Joe Burrow's in the conversation.
Right now, if league MVP was, if it said a sub rule was has to come from the AFC North, would he finish in the top 5? The answer is no.
Russell Wilson?
No. The answer is no.
Oh, no,
if it was just an AFC North award, you would have Lamar.
Yeah, Derrick.
You would have Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
You would have Joe Burrow. You would have T.J. Watt.
I wouldn't have Burrow.
But he's in the conversation.
They got how many wins? They got 4.
Burrow is almost as many wins as Russell Wilson for you win zealot.
Yeah,
how many losses?
Got way more losses.
Zach,
he got more losses.
Let's look at the quarterbacks with 1 loss.
Okay, so it's just Mahomes, Goff, and Russ.
Hello, great conversation. Guy doesn't lose games. You're going to penalize him?
Russ is cooking.
Can I just tell you something?
Russ is cooking.
In the conversation.
This is my fault because I wasn't on the morning meeting. I cannot believe we just spent 5 minutes on Russell Wilson league MVP.
No, the issue is we shouldn't have done it whether he should be in the conversation, because if you have a conversation about it means he's in the conversation. You can't have a conversation about...
All right, so you can kind of hear the guys there debating whether Russell Wilson should be in the MVP conversation, and it's kind of hard. He's only played 7 games this year, so we don't really see players that have only played a partial season really have a shot to win this thing. So I really don't think he has any chance to win this MVP award at all, although he's played pretty good in the games that he's been in. Again, only been in 7 games here, so partial season, but some of his stats are really good. He's only thrown 3 picks. So Russell Wilson has really protected the ball. He's got a good rating of 103.9. I mean, not top of the league, but above 100. A lot of QBs this year would love to have a rating above 100, especially people like Brock Purdy, who's having a down year. He's in the 90s right now when it comes to rating. He's thrown for 1,784 yards, Russ has, and 12 touchdowns. So honestly, you kind of compare him to some other quarterbacks, his stats are pretty good. I mean, Purdy's only got 15 touchdowns on the season, and he's only missed 1 game. Russ has only played 7 games. He's almost got as many TDs as Brock Purdy. So, that stat line there is not bad. His completion percentage is okay. He's at 64.8% completion percentage this year, so not so great there, but some other categories he's looking pretty good. It's kind of funny there because they're debating Russell Wilson and they're also bringing up Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow is really playing out of his mind this year. He's playing really well, and because his team sucks and his defense is absolute trash, he's not really in the mix for MVP. But if you look at Burrow, he's got a rating of 107.9. He's got 6 picks. It's okay. It's, not super high, not super low. 33 touchdowns. So Joe Burrow throwing a lot of touchdowns this year. So, it's definitely this award, this MVP award, this regular season award continues to kind of be very dependent upon quarterback wins. You got to have a good team around you, right, or you're not going to have a shot. I mean, if the Bengals had a decent defense or a good defense, and Joe's putting up these numbers, they have a winning record. And then all of a sudden, Joe Burrow is in the mix, right? Just because the team has a winning record. So let me know what you think about it here. Does Joe Burrow deserve to be at the top of this MVP race? Should he be one of the guys at the top with a real shot to win this thing? Also, what do you think about Russell Wilson having the partial season? Putting up pretty good numbers in some areas, but does he deserve to be at least in the conversation? Maybe not leading it or one of the top candidates to win this thing, but should he at least be in the mix or be in the conversations around this award? Let me know what you think about it in the comments section. I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this, and I will talk to you soon.